He said he was going to hurt her with a shotgun. He takes her cell phone from her. He starts scrolling through her cell phone and walks away. She tries to get her cell phone back from him, and he's walking towards his car, and he says, "Look what I got." She didn't know what he meant, and he retrieves a shotgun out of the trunk of his car. It alarmed her. She said she feared for her life. This is all from a very bad breakup. Just wouldn't let go. She was 8.
All right, everyone. Today's courtroom drama takes us straight to Judge Boyd's bench, where the spotlight is on a defendant who simply refused to respect boundaries. This man is facing judgment after a disturbing pattern of stalking and harassment against his ex-girlfriend. He not only ignored her pleas to leave her alone, but escalated to threats and reckless behavior that no court can take lightly. Judges don't treat restraining orders as suggestions. They treat them as legal shields, and violations often carry real consequences. The big question here is whether Judge Boyd will hand down a serious sentence that reflects the danger of his actions, or let him off with something far lighter than what many would expect. Cases like this remind us just how important the justice system's role is in protecting victims before things spiral further.
Made some, and this is part of State's Exhibit Number 1 that was already given to the court as part of this plea bargain agreement. Left a message where he was threatening retaliation against Jade Olguin. They had been in a dating relationship. They were no longer in a dating relationship. Also in that threatening message, videos were attached. One of the videos attached was her before the defendant had reached out again to the same victim, Jade Olguin, saying he needed to talk to her. She agreed to talk to him because he said he was going to hurt her with a shotgun. She is with another female. They meet at a park. When they're at the park, he takes her cell phone from her. He starts scrolling through her cell phone and walks away. She tries to get her cell phone back from him, and he's walking towards his car, and he says, "Look what I got." She didn't know what he meant, and he retrieves a shotgun out of the trunk of his car. It alarmed her. She said she feared for her life. He also displayed the shotgun, threatened harm to her. That is the terroristic threat. He's arrested for that offense. As part of that offense, there's supposed to be no contact with the victim. As I earlier told you, he was booked in March, released May 20th on 2019. On that same day he was released, May 20th, 2019. He's charged with violation of the bond conviction, violation of protective order. Jade Olguin calls the police, shows the police a screenshot from her phone where this defendant private messaged her, contacting her.
What I can't understand is why some people refuse to walk away when a relationship ends. Most people accept it, move forward, and build new lives. But this defendant went in the opposite direction, pushing boundaries until it crossed into criminal territory. His behavior wasn't just obsessive, it was alarming. Threats, intimidation, and even pulling a weapon from his car trunk turned what could have been closure into a full-blown safety crisis. And honestly, this isn't an isolated case. We're seeing a troubling trend where younger people in particular let emotions and impulsive choices lead them into dangerous territory, sometimes fueled by constant online drama and unhealthy attachment cycles. Whether it's social media influence or something deeper, one thing is clear. Stalking and harassment aren't just mistakes, they're criminal acts with real victims. And now the court has to decide just how heavy the price should be.
Other criminal history.
Oh, yeah.
It shows there's 4 cases in Bexar County, but the terroristic threat was inputted twice. So these are the only cases that he has. He has no other criminal history. This is all from a very bad breakup. Just wouldn't let go. She was 18 years old when all of this happened. When those very explicit videos are sent to her dad and her uncle, she's being threatened with a gun. She's being contacted after he's been ordered by a court not to contact her. The plea bargain in this case is a cap of 12 months state jail. I think 12 months is appropriate in this case. Also, no contact with the victim, Jade Olguin. And Miss Jade Olguin is not present in the courtroom today. She just wanted to be notified as to the sentencing, so there will be no victim impact.
Defense,
Your Honor,
with regards to the capital 12.
my client has taken responsibility. There is no more contact with the young lady. And speaking with him, he has made it abundantly clear that he understood that this was not a smart move on his part, that it was rather childish, rather dumb, and he basically knows better. He has moved on in his life. He has other people that he is now seeing. His mother was here at the last hearing. They're very concerned about him. They do love him. Nobody wishes anything wrong on Miss Holguin.
Is there anything you wish to say?
Yes, just that. I
Just
know.
one moment. Let me have you raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, you can lower your hand. Could you state your name for the record?
Kevin Johnson.
All right, what did you want to say?
Just I know what I did was wrong. A couple of years, regardless of how long it was ago, I know that it was wrong and I shouldn't have done it. And since then, I think I've become a better person.
Now here's where it gets even more unsettling. This same defendant has reportedly been in a new relationship for 4 years. On paper, that might sound like stability, but given his past, it raises major questions. If he behaved this way towards someone he dated for only a short time, what happens if trouble ever arises in this long-term relationship? His track record suggests a serious inability to accept rejection, and that's a dangerous sign. It also makes you wonder if his current partner even knows the full extent of his history. Because for most people, learning that someone once terrorized a former partner would be enough to walk away. This situation shines a light on the importance of transparency and accountability in relationships. Should past actions like this weigh heavily on how someone is trusted moving forward? It's a tough but necessary question.
I work every day, Monday through Friday. Just overall, I think I've been a better person since then. And I know what I did was wrong, and it was just a dumb teenager thing to do.
Right, how old were you when this was going on?
20, I think. 20, almost 21. Now I'm 24 in September.
I still don't understand why young people themselves in intimate moments.
Just a dumb high school, college thing to do. I'm mature.
And then I don't understand why I'm assuming that you love this person, is that correct?
I'm sorry? Again,
I'm assuming that you love this person.
at one point in time, I did.
So, and I'm assuming that even after the breakup, you supposedly loved this person
At one point in time.
and you were trying to, I guess, have the relationship continue even though it had ended.
But just, I guess, in a way, there's no really explanation.
So I don't understand why you had a big issue with letting go.
Just,
I mean, when someone tells you your relationship is over, you need to move on. If you want to go in your house and cry over it, then you go in your house and cry over it. And, smile even though, as the song says, smile even though your heart is breaking. And then go to your house and cry. But I don't understand. I've read the police reports and the stipulations in this. I don't understand why you couldn't let go. And honestly, I don't even understand with this new relationship, if she were to decide to break things off with you. I'm not saying she will because I'm not in your relationship. I don't even understand why your behavior will be any different.
I believe it because I'm not the same person. I think for the most part, at one point in time, I did have a problem with my anger. But since then, I'm not an anger person anymore.
What have you done to improve your anger
Just
issues?
changing people I've hung around, who I put myself with, who I associate my time with, and just that kind of stuff. Certain family members don't talk to anymore. Just that, all that kind of stuff. Just kind of, and then just talking every day about my problems rather than.
But anger is your reaction to situations. So I don't understand how you're just saying, it appears to me, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. It appears to me that you're just saying that I don't put myself around people who may anger me. It doesn't appear that there's anything that has changed about your getting angry.
When I'm getting angry or something that upsets me, I just talk about it rather than not talking about it and getting more angry. That always seemed to be my problem before. When I would be upset, I would just let it be upset and then make myself more angry.
Then came the apology. He stood in court and expressed regret. But the real debate is whether words are enough to balance out his actions. An apology can sound sincere, But the court has to weigh more than just tone. It must weigh the danger to others if the behavior repeats. Should a man who stalked, threatened, and harassed his ex spend years behind bars? Or does the judge believe a shorter sentence with close supervision could work? Judge Boyd's decision, hey, isn't just about punishment. It's about deterrence, safety, and whether this defendant can truly learn to respect boundaries in the future. Let's see how the judge balances remorse against reality.
For a lot of the reasons that state has pointed out, his age, his record, I think he's acknowledged that he understands and takes responsibility for everything he's done. I would ask for leniency to allow him to demonstrate to the court that he can be a different person. And even when he gets out, he will still be under the control of the state for a while. So we would ask that the minimum be considered, Your Honor, and given to him.
All right, the court will sentence you to 10 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, and that credit will include a total of 23 days. All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. Mr. Johnson? All right, so at some point in your life, you may have children. It may be a daughter. It may be a son. I hope that you will speak to them about this issue so that they won't do the same thing. I can tell you that the person that you supposedly love, you shouldn't do hurtful things. Even when they break up with you, you're just supposed to move on. You know, maybe write a letter. Will you take me back? But then if they say no, then the relationship is over and you call it a day. If you would not have sent videos, which again, I don't understand why children do that, you wouldn't be in this situation. If you were to just destroy the videos, you wouldn't be in this situation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I know you may think, curses, I'm going to be locked up, but take that as a time to internalize. And whatever you do, and I forgot to add this part, there's to be no contact with the complainant whatsoever. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's...
And finally, Judge Boyd delivered the sentence, 10 months in jail. Now, this outcome sparks a real debate. Was it enough for everything this man put his ex through? The fear, the trauma, the constant violations. Some would argue that a longer sentence was needed to truly send a message. Others might say that with rehabilitation, even those who've crossed serious lines can change if they are willing to put in the work. 10 months may seem light for stalking and threats, but it also opens the door for the court to monitor his behavior once he's out. Justice often leaves people split between punishment and second chances, and this case is no exception. What do you think? Was this sentence fair, or should the court have gone further? Either way, it's a reminder that harassment has consequences, and the courtroom is where those choices catch up with you.